Okay, in the previous videos, I showed you the map search, and I showed you a little bit about how to save my favorites by using a star on top of the page, on the top of the search page. I want to show you how to do advanced search, and advanced search will allow you to search by filtering for properties that you're looking for. So let's just click on advanced search, and then I want you to call your attention to some things on the screen. First of all, we can search by city, we can search by subdivision, we can search by zip code. If we search by city and then choose to try and also search by subdivision, we'll wipe out city and it will dump all that information. And then you can only search by one zip code. So let's also take a look at some of the other things. We can search by an address if we know a specific address. And then there are a lot of different types of search criteria that we can search for or search by. And we're going to get into those just a little bit, but you can see that you can narrow down to different types of construction. There's just a lot here. We'll get into it, but I just want you to know that there's a lot to search by, and there are different ways you can trick out the way you're going to search to help you eliminate a lot of properties that just may not be something that you're looking for. So let me just go back here and let's start from the beginning, and let's just start at the top. Okay, so if we're going to start searching by city, there's a couple things that you need to understand. One, you can use type ahead, and when you do use type ahead and start typing, select into the city field below, and then you start using type ahead. Let's just say we want to search for Seattle, and then sorry about that. When we hit Seattle, then we have my selection. We can say apply, and then when we want to search for a second city, we want to search for Bellevue. Let's just say. See how we wiped out Seattle there? So it doesn't really work that way. And really what you need to do is you're going to search by Bellevue and then apply. Then you actually, for the next time down, you have to actually find the city that you want to search for and add it there. It's a little hokey, I know. And you know, if I would have been the programmer, believe me, I'd make it a lot easier for you. That's what I've discovered, and that's the way it seems to work. If I want to add multiple cities, I have to kind of do it this way. But I can add multiple cities, and it does work. So we can do that, and I'll just use those two for right now because we're just trying to do an example of what we're doing. So let's go back, and then let's remember when we're doing the property type, we need to select what it is that we're looking for. So if we're going to use residential, we're gonna miss, maybe we're looking for condominium. So we say residential, that's what we're going to get. One thing I do want to say about condominium. Condominium is a property style, but it's also found under residential. And if you when you search residential, you can search by style code. So let's go and grab the style code. Let's go back and grab that style code, because that's really where we're going to find the condominium property types. So condominiums are these here. Townhome is multi-story, but these are the condo style codes. And so if you're going to search for condominium, it would be best to search by residential and then by the style. Okay, so when we're searching for bedrooms and baths, if we select 2+, we're going to see everything with a 2 or more bedroom. And if we're looking for 3, we might just want to limit out the 2 bedrooms. Baths are a little unique. They're incremented, so it's 1, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, and then 2, or 2 1/4, 2 1/2. They're full baths. So we need to make sure that we're looking for, in that regard, we want to be mindful of that. And then if we just pass by living area and lot area, let's go to status, because in status, we want to make sure that we're looking for active properties. We may not want the contingent properties. Those are already under contract. And pending means that not only are they not under contract anymore, but now they're going to closing. Maybe you might be interested in looking for a backup requested if it's a really tight market and we're thinking we might be able to bump a buyer out. That might be something to do. With vacant land and such, that's where you find feasibilities. Pending inspection, that's where it's under contract contingent and they're still waiting for their inspection. In a hard market, tough market, you might be able to bump somebody out based on the inspection. And then a pending short sale. Short sales are bank properties that are being repossessed, and they take a long time sometimes to close. But if you're looking for different types of properties that you can buy, you might want to look and consider some of these options. So I'm just going to stick with the active and just use apply. And then we have additional criteria, and there are a lot of criteria that we can look at. When we use style codes allow us to choose a lot of different types of properties. Maybe one with a one-story, there's multiple. And here we can select multiple different types of properties that we might be interested in based on the style of home in the area that we're interested in. Some neighborhoods don't have basements. If we're looking for homes in neighborhoods that have basements, we'll definitely include those. But yeah, so you can select multiple, and then you can also avoid certain types of properties you may not desire. But we did choose condominium, so we could select other different types of properties as well. All right, so let's just apply. And then I'm just going to pause for a second because I want to make sure I'm catching everything I want to talk about. Okay, there are a few things I do want to talk about. Covered parking does not seem to work well. If I say that I want one covered parking and say apply, when I do my search, nothing may pop up because for some reason covered parking is not working. Let me just pause. So with parking in mind, I do want to say that more criteria, or when searching criteria, less is more. So when we're putting in something like interior features, if we're going to try and capture everything that does have these features, and you just might want to limit to the very important things. Double pane windows are probably going to be very common. A dining room is an important feature. A family rec room could be an important feature. So try and select those things that are very important, and remember that less is more. And then another thing, some features are specific to the property type. And let me just explain that real quick. If we go into something like sewer type, we can see that available and in street and not available on property. These are types of sewer types that would be attributable to vacant land, and septic and sewer connected are more common with residential property. And I'm not familiar with step sewer, if that's important and you want to avoid septic, that might be a consideration that you say something like sewer connected. Another consideration for your search might be year built. And if you're searching for brand new construction, then you might want to do something such as limit your years to very few years. One thing to consider though, that when you're buying a new home, builders don't often include a lot of landscaping. They don't include a lot of the drapes or the refinements you might want to put into a home. And if you're budget conscious, buying a home that's already been treated with all of those accoutrements or such that you would need to add landscaping and fencing and maybe drapes or drapery, you might want to find something just a little bit within a different range. But new, you can find properties that are just built this year if you wish. And it's very easy just to limit that. Okay, so let's just perform a search with the criteria that we have. And I just want to show a few things real quick about the search. So we have the ability to change the way we're going to view the list. We can do by price. We can do ascending or descending. We can do by address. We had multiple cities, and so we might want to change and look at what's available in one city versus the other. If we did choose a living area or size, we could sort by something like the size of the home. And we also have a distance and the status date. I'm just going to sort by price. And then I want to show you something else. Remember, we selected different property types, and you can see that some of these are not typical single-family home type properties. They might be something that would be considered a condominium or a something with a homeowners association. And if that's not for you, then you'd want to go back into the property search and change your style code and eliminate those condominium style codes 30, 31, 32, and 34. So just something to think about. And then we also have the ability to search by map, just as before, and we can look at those properties by map. So give me just a second here. So I wanted to pull in those properties that were on the map and identify that you can zoom in and see these properties by maybe an area that's more important to you than anything else. And so you can just use the map search to dial in to those areas that are very important, and then see what those properties offer. And that might be desirable, especially if you're not familiar with the area or you're trying to orient yourself towards maybe a school or something along those lines. You can do that as well. Okay, so in summary, just let me remind you that you can search by subdivision, and when you search by subdivision, you just simply click, and then all you need to do here is just select the ones that you're interested in and add them. So you just select them all, and then add in what you're looking for. So it is a little bit time consuming. You really kind of need to know your areas, and yet it can help you dial in exactly what you're looking for, and that could be very important as well. So there are advantages to searching by area, by neighborhood. And then also recall that if you search by zip code, you can only search by one zip code. So that's really important if you're searching for property by a certain area. Okay, and one more thing I want to recall that there are multiple types of properties in here, and you can't search vacant land. You can't search multifamily, farm and ranch. There are all different types of business opportunities, commercial. And, don't let it limit you to just searching for your home. I can help you find your multifamily, rental properties, commercial opportunities, and I do appreciate that you taking this time to allow me to introduce you to the app. I do want to also ask that you do take a moment and take a look at Instant View. Let me share that with you in just the next minute.